What's up, everybody? Welcome to Pop Takes. My name is Johnny Gomez. With me, as always, is Christian Campos.
What's up?
Nick Fitzgerald. And today we have a very special guest, Mr. Julian Morrison.
Hello.
AKA the Christmas Krampus.
Yep.
Krampus.
Why don't we start with that? How did you get that name?
Okay.
You know what? It's actually, I was just going to ask what you go by, but now I remember because it's on my Wii U somewhere.
It was Krampus. It's recently been changed to Custom Concern, but on the topic of Krampus.
No, I told him when we play Smash, he has to sign up first tournament at least as Krampus.
Yeah,
because it's got to be the Krampus
I usually
return.
sign up for more than one game, so you know.
But the thing is
there's collusion when you sign up for two tags.
That's true.
Collusion.
So we're gonna talk Evo.
Yeah, so today we're talking about Evo. We're going to talk about some esports. We're going to talk about some fighting games, all that good stuff.
So me and this man Julian actually are going to Evo.
It'll be our third time?
We skipped 1 year,
Yeah.
so it'd be third time.
We went back to back for the first two,
Back to back to the first two.
and then skipped
The year and then went this year.
Gotcha.
The storylines going into this is always what is hype on it. And we're hitting finals day for the first time, which is like a big deal.
Yeah, we bought day 3 tickets inside the Mandalay Bay, all day, top 8s for every game.
So the biggest storyline, the biggest game, Dragon Ball Fighters. So it is.
I'm just upset that I owe you $20 for that.
Oh, that's right. The bet. I mean, honestly, dude, I don't know what you were thinking. Every new game when it comes to Evo brings in the numbers.
Yeah.
Same story for Smash and Street Fighter.
But okay, so here's the thing with it. So every major that's happened, a different person has won for Dragon Ball.
I love that.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm loving what I'm seeing with Dragon Ball because it's not just like the static, like Street Fighter.
Right,
Tekken,
like
where
Smash
it's-
and Street Fighter often have the thing where the first season out, so to call it, is like one person dominant.
Oh yeah.
Next season, one
like
person
0
dominant
for Smash.
And it sucks because we kind of
It's just
knew every
boring.
year who'd win, right?
Yeah, it's super
Yeah.
boring,
Yeah, but
but it makes that upset so much better.
yeah, it's huge, and that's why I don't know. It affects viewership in a lot of games. Like you'll see it, and I think that a big reason Dragon Ball is doing so well. Like it's still even if it's not like the grand finale of a tournament, it still gets more viewers than Street Fighter.
Oh really?
Yeah,
you got to give credit to the fan base. Like that fan base alone compared to any other like fighting game fan base.
Yeah.
This is like you
No,
can't compare it
they're
at
going
all.
nowhere. Like
Yeah.
Street Fighter 6 could be literally a one-button game and they'll play it.
Yeah,
They're about it, dude. They're
Oh.
about it. So what's the other big stuff? So besides, there's one more storyline that some viewers and you guys might not be aware of.
Mhm.
An American has never won Street Fighter
at Evo.
at Evo.
Ever?
Yep.
Ever.
I didn't know that.
Ever. So
That's pretty
every
was the
year.
Keto versus Punk. Punk had
Yeah.
his chance.
So what you're saying is we need an American to win.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Well,
It's very American, Rocky.
But that's huge thing. Like last year there was an American in Grand Finals. But
Winner,
yeah, but he lost. He lost.
Who
and
was
it? Was
it?
like this guy Punk.
So did Rocky in the
Okay.
first movie.
Oh, okay. We're gonna go see the rematch.
I'm not saying Punk's going to be in Grand Finals.
No,
for
I
Street
don't. Not
Fighter
him.
this
Is
year.
there? Oh, so what was?
No.
So you follow it better than I do.
Street Fighter?
Yeah. What American is the business right now? I don't. Yeah, they're really.
No, because it was between Knuckle Dew, Punk, and no, that's it. As far as top 2.
There's no contender for
No.
America, huh?
And
Crazy.
Knuckle Dew's barely been getting in the top 8s probably for the last 3 tournaments, last 3 majors.
That's a trip. Do you have a guess or?
For winning?
Yeah.
Like Evo, like number 1.
What character? How about that?
Wait, are we
Ibuki.
talking? We're still talking Street Fighter.
Yeah, Street Fighter.
I don't know much about Street Fighter 5. I don't like it. I think it's really bad. I loved 4.
Yeah.
I very briefly went to tournaments for 4, but I played it a lot. But 5 is just, it does nothing for me.
The thing
At all.
is it's working really well spectator wise.
Really?
It still works well, in my opinion.
I mean, I think it's just the name.
Well, on the big stage, with Evo presenting Street Fighter on ESPN,
Yeah, that's
Right.
crazy.
you know,
Yeah.
there's a certain
That
feel
is
you
nuts.
get watching it.
I
Yeah.
just got PlayStation View, and so when I was going through it, and I saw there was fighting games on ESPN.
Oh, yeah.
30
There's
and stuff.
sports games on there
I'm
now.
like,
They
what?
should.
Sports games?
Yeah, no. So one of my friends tweeted that he misses watching hockey so much. He was watching an NHL 18 tournament on ESPN.
What?
Oh shit! I didn't know they had those.
Neither did
That's
I.
so
That's
weird.
insane.
I know they were
Because-
trying to push the whole 2K one.
Yeah, and
That
Madden.
was.
That's so bizarre to me.
So, dude,
'cause-
have you watched the Madden? Have anyone watched
Madden?
the
I remember
Have
watching
you watched
Madden on
the Madden?
ESPN.
Dude, so So
No, I normally ask him.
So the guy who like, there was a guy playing, and it was literally like, dude, he was so cringe.
What do you mean?
He was weirdo, dude. He was
I
like,
think I know what you're talking about. He's very
talk-
animated.
yeah, he's
and,
talking while he's
talking.
playing and like freaking out, and like a bad play comes, he gets off the couch like, oh, like screaming. It's like
Did-
tournament
did-
on the main stage.
didn't
I'm
they-
like, what the?
Didn't they
Side
show
by
this
side.
guy at E3 this year?
You know what they
That was
did?
him. Yeah, that guy was weird.
Yeah,
Yeah, that guy was really weird.
That's their face of that game. Is that guy?
Yeah.
Like, that's their infiltration or Daigo Mahara.
How do you even do a sports game competitive? We've sat on the couch and played like virtually every sports game I have.
Well, here's the
There's
thing.
metas.
There certainly is, but here's the
but
thing.
there's a
It's-
momentum. Like,
well, there's a limit to how that works
algorithm.
because there's a certain amount of that game that's controlled by AI. You can't do anything about
Right,
it.
Yeah.
So certain things are out of your control, and that typically people who are really invested in the games and like know the deeper want to understand it while they're watching it. Once they find out that, they don't watch no more.
Yeah,
I don't watch no more.
I think that's kind of garbage.
if there's any if there's randomized BS like that, like I'm out. Big news. I forgot the Street Fighter news. Did you see that news that came out where the lag?
Oh my god.
So the lag, they found data mining. They found that the lag in Street Fighter 5 changes depending on what the timer is, like on the timeout.
no
the
fucking way.
input
Yeah.
lag is cycles through from like what 2 frames or 3
Yeah,
frames?
like 10, it like 90 seconds. It's like I don't know the numbers. I'm just making up. Like 90 seconds is 2 frames of lag. 80 seconds is like 6 frames of lag, and then
Yeah.
it like jump. It's like
And then it
weird.
How does that
resets.
happen?
Capcom.
Dude, I don't know.
Capcom.
Yeah, just Capcom being
Yeah,
Capcom, ruining
but
everything.
That's one of those examples. Like an esport has to be polished to a T.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's why, dude, that's why we see fighting games so much, because it's like most of the like nowadays they know that, and
Yeah.
these developers hold themselves to a huge standard. They bring in
I wouldn't say that. There's
dude, some of them bring in high level players of the game into the development studios.
we're
Like,
seeing that a lot with
Yeah.
Smash.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Both the
Well,
invitational.
I remember back in the day, the first Injustice did that. There was hella pros to go see. Like they've been doing that for a while, and that's changed the industry because ever since they started doing that, I kind of allot that to why there's so many quality fighting games out now. Like that's huge. Like the development
Yeah,
process,
that's big.
once one person designs one good one and they see what it needs to be, like to be a competitive one, they just all
Except
build it.
Capcom with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like there's so many
hey,
bad ones still
that's-
coming out.
That's a great Evo storyline. So that game came out, right?
Unfortunately, it
So
did.
that yeah. So that game came out.
Prematurely.
I loved 3. Like, I want to preface this. Like, 3 was probably one of my favorite fighting games of all time.
I
love
yeah,
that game.
no, 3 was great.
I loved that game a lot.
But so that's the big storyline is since that game, right? They've been Marvel 3 community has been waiting for their next game, and they
Right.
got Infinite. The first Evo comes up. It comes up in time. Oh, it's Evo finally. Like we get to play Infinite at Evo.
yeah.
That shit's not at Evo.
Mr. Jelly Seller, Mr. Wizard turned it down,
They
dude.
did not put it in Evo because everyone knew that it's a terrible game. That's crazy.
That's saying
It
something,
didn't
'cause-
even make it to a first Evo.
Didn't they
That's
have that
crazy.
Infinity Stones tournament?
Yeah, they had their own little like tour tournament. Where
Right,
you could,
I
like,
remember that.
Each tournament was like an Affinity Stone, and you could use the Infinity Stone at the next tournament to like cheat the rules.
Aren't they,
like,
aren't they doing
jump
that
the
with Dragon
bracket
Ball? There's a
Yeah.
Dragon Ball World Tour, and if you get like 7 Dragon Balls, you're automatically in the finals.
in the grand finals?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
insane.
Which no one's gonna do.
what if Kazunoko? Oh, well, it has to be Kazunoko right now, or no one gets
Yeah,
it.
yeah, exactly.
I'm just saying the
exactly.
fact that that's like a thing is really cool.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah.
it's sick.
so are the Dragon Balls like split up by region? I don't know that. that
It's
much.
just per major. Like so, there's a circuit.
so if
like
you
they do.
so if you
yeah.
win every major,
yes,
you're in the finals.
yeah.
the
That's
select
so sick.
select majors within the tour. Yeah.
That's
yeah, it's
so
like, They
sick.
pick like the big ones. They do like
Yeah.
CEO,
Evo
Combo
probably
Breaker.
be,
Oh wait, no. I don't think it'll come
Combo
around.
Breaker passed.
I wonder
Yeah,
if you get like an
yes.
actual like Dragon Ball trophy.
They do.
That's so
They do.
sick.
They do.
Really?
It's like a legit. You seen Kazunoko's? Yeah, they gave him.
Oh,
a
I didn't
legit-
know.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
it's sick. It's really sick. Did you see the Marvel Infinite one though? That game sucks.
Yeah.
But you got an Infinity Gauntlet when you won, like a legit
Wow.
like. It's like a Disney.
Who won that? Was it Cloud?
Cloud 805.
Cloud
This
805.
costs like thousands of dollars to make. Like
Oh my
it's
God.
high quality, like
So
Infinity
it was
Gauntlet on a trophy.
it was better than the special edition Marvel's in.
Oh my god!
I still see that at Best Buy every time
Have you
I go.
seen that?
No.
You should look it up. Marvel Infinite's collector's edition. It's supposed to be this like case with like the Infinity Stones. It looks literally like dead on. Like they just gave you some colored Easter eggs.
It's so bad.
It's a case with some colored
like
Easter eggs.
Mancala, like
Yes.
Man, Cola reminds me of my grandmother.
All right,
That's what it looks
so
like, huh?
Marvel's Capcom Infinite, greatest game ever made.
Have you? So
Said no one.
have you played it?
No, I played the demo and I said,
Nope.
I'm not investing my
Dude,
time in
no.
this.
the menu looked like maybe that's like that sounds weird, but that was my number one
It looked
complaint.
like
It was
Twilight
a port
fan
from the
fiction
mobile,
to me.
essentially.
It looked like Twilight online fan fiction.
Are you talking about the story?
Yeah.
That's the second episode you
Oh,
brought out
yeah.
Twilight. Do we?
Yeah,
did
this
you-
is
there
this is
something you need to
becoming an
tell us?
issue.
Oh well, it looks like it. It looked like it to me. I mean, Mega Man's like flying around, like you know. Oh, I'm gonna.
Yeah,
try.
no,
I've
you're
had
the
enough
story.
of
You're talking about the story.
Yeah,
It's real
yeah.
bad.
Oh my god!
Just a fucking
Yeah.
amalgamation of heroes and
Did you
suits
play
and
that?
Sweat. Never.
You didn't touch the story at all.
Wait, did we need to? For stages.
Stages. You did
I
play it on-
I played it a little bit for the stages.
It was the nastiest.
Yeah.
It was.
I didn't
so
watch any
nasty.
cutscenes. I normally don't. In any
That game
I
was.
play.
Yeah. I want to ask you, because
It's about Twilight.
you're the most casual, like out of us. Like Christian dives a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
If he likes the
I
game.
went to tournaments. I've never been to Evo.
Yeah.
I've never been to a major, but I used to go to Smash
Me and
tournaments.
Julian play everything.
Yeah,
Like even if it's for a little bit, like we played.
Follow the waves.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna get like deep into it when Smash comes out,
Yeah.
because that's the only game I was like not good enough, but like I was okay. But like that's the game I like enjoyed enough to actually go to tournaments. Like make time in my day, request time off of work to be like, all right, I
Yeah.
need to go to this.
Yes. Yeah.
So when Smash Ultimate comes out, I'm getting deep into it.
I
Yeah.
guess I'm getting ready for that as well.
Well, so okay, this is what I was going to ask you. As a like casual spectator, what have you watched that you enjoy the most, viewership wise?
I guess Smash.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I guess that's the only one.
What is it about Smash that you enjoy?
I don't know. It's not really a fighting game. It's a sumo wrestling game.
I never heard sumo wrestling.
I've
That's
heard
really
I've
what
heard
it
him
is.
Getting them
I've
off
heard
the
him say
stage.
that multiple times.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're just knocking people off to the point where they can't get back in. Yeah.
I think Smash. I mean, again, it's like the only game that I've really like loved fighting game wise. But like, I think that's the best spectating fighting game.
Well, it helps that it's Nintendo characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big
yeah,
deal.
exactly.
Like,
I
well,
think
that's like
I
you were
think
saying
that-
earlier. Like you were saying Street Fighter. I think it's just a name, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it's like you see Street Fighter on ESPN. You're gonna tune in. You're like, oh, this is Street Fighter.
Yeah.
I know this. I played this. You know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think that's what helps Dragon Ball Fighters a lot. Not discrediting that it's a good game,
Right.
but it's like you get two audiences. You get the fighting game crowd and you get the anime crowd.
well,
Mhm.
yeah, they're coming
You
in.
know,
Yeah.
and
True,
it
true.
brings it in, and it helps a ton with Smash. It's why Smash has always been big, because you have fans of a million different games all seeing their favorite
Yeah.
characters duke it out. And
Right. Well, it's
Yeah.
easy like it's easy to watch. It's like
Yeah.
the biggest thing. So here's the biggest thing with other fighting games.
It's technical.
If you don't have the eye, like if you see
Exactly,
someone,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
So if we see someone get opened up,
Yeah. Well,
that like when you see a high-low mix-up and someone does a dirty one, you're like, ugh,
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
that was tricky.
my first,
But so a lot of people don't get that.
my first times watching Dragon Ball Fighters, because I don't own the game. I've dabbled, but like I watched it more than I've played it. And the first time I watched the tournament, I was just kind of like not fully getting it.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
seeing who was winning and why they were winning, but I didn't see like the technical side. And then because I know fighting games, like the more I watched, I was like starting to get it.
yeah.
But yeah, like with Smash, and I think Street Fighter 2, because that's a slower game, it's just easier to watch. But like when you watch like Marvel vs. Capcom or like
Oh.
Blaze Blue or like
Games
any
are
of those
nuts.
games, it's like
Yeah.
I would say that fighters, like, I think that it rewards the technicality kind of openly. Like when I played it and watched it.
I'm just
like,
talking viewership,
just
solely viewership right
Well,
now.
that's
yeah.
interesting you say that, because I wouldn't expect you to pick up on that. I guess that's a little more obvious than
Yeah, like if you're
saying it's open-ended, like sandboxy.
Well, yeah, I mean you can be creative with it, but like if I'm doing a combo,
That's what I've noticed too. Yeah, I mean,
You know.
you see like people going to finals with like what was the last one? TN won the last.
Oh, no, it was
TN in the
Yamcha.
last- It was
Yamcha.
Yamcha.
Kazunoko.
Yeah, won the last major, and it was like that's crazy.
And up until then, Yamcha wasn't even regarded as a character in the game at
not
all.
even had no applicability at
And that should
all.
probably show you
Yeah.
that those tier lists are bogus.
Well, yeah.
Yes and no.
Well, that's
yes,
just
yes
for
and no for
Dragon
sure.
Ball.
But it's like you said a couple episodes back, like when we're talking about Pokemon and like how it goes to competitions. It's like every once in a while an artist will come that's like
Yeah.
so good with this bottom tier character,
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
it's just eye opening,
It's
and
sick.
you're like wow, like this is a
Dude,
new
one of the guys that we played Smash with,
Mhm.
his tag goes by Apology Man.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
He was well known in
he-
Marvel before Smash, right?
Yeah,
we played with him.
I've seen his pinned tweet, that Marvel's Capcom one. It's sweet.
But he
He's a wise man.
You actually know him?
he's
I know who he is.
yeah, we played in the Smash crew a
Smash
lot
crew.
with
He
him.
was in our Smash crew.
He invited
Oh, okay.
me. He moved into a new condo. He invited me at the esports arena
yeah,
to go.
that's right.
Yeah, they're gonna play all the time.
Dragon
He moved in a
Ball
condo with
Smash.
3 fighting game players. they're gonna play all the time.
That's amazing.
But anyway,
It's a dream come true.
dude, he
Just a fighting
he
game
does,
camp?
He does that in every game he plays. He picks a low tier.
Oh, really?
The nastiest, weirdest character. He played Piccolo and Tien in
Well,
this
it's hard
game.
to
He
know
played
matchups
Lucario
that
in
way.
Smash.
It's a strategy. It's hard to know matchups when somebody like if here's the thing, like for the Smash guys here, like if somebody picks Sheik, you instantly know how you need to play
That's
because
true.
you play Sheiks
because
all
you
the
play
time.
Sheiks all the time.
Yeah.
If somebody comes in with like I don't know who's super like unknown Olimar,
Yeah.
you're gonna
no.
you're gonna-
Me and Julian played small Mars
Really?
in our day.
Well, I get his point.
But
Is
you know,
what
what
I'm trying
I,
to say.
you know what I mean? It's
But
just
no,
like wait,
yeah.
like how do I do this? Like what's this guy do? So
Well, I think with Apology Man, Vineeth, it's a peculiar case because one, he's just a god at fighting games,
Uh-huh.
and two, he does decide to play the low tier characters, so it's a combination of
yeah,
both.
it's
Yeah.
a strategy and it's a good one.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of work too.
I'm glad he's good at this game
But
because
I've
seeing the
always-
artists that like seeing that Dragon Ball has the ability to give those like low tier artists
I
their,
love
their
that.
stage.
I love that.
A lot of games don't have that.
No, they don't. They don't.
Like
Well, I
Street
think
Fighter
with-
Five, that hasn't happened
No.
really.
Street
No.
Fighter 4 was pretty open.
Yeah,
Street Fighter and Marvel vs. Capcom 3 I felt had like the most stagnant meta like of all time. Like you saw every tournament, every player like the same everything.
Dante, Virgil.
Yeah, it was just
Well, the thing about Street Fighter 4 and Dragon Ball is the universal mechanics.
yes.
That is what allows
Between, like, every
believe-
character?
That's
Between
basically
every
what I
character.
was saying before.
So, like in Ultra Street Fighter, you have Focus Dash, right?
Right.
And everyone pretty much has an invincible. Same thing with Dragon Ball. You got Vanish, Reflect. All these characters can do it. So there's no reason why every character can't be viable.
And those are all pretty much your neutral tools.
mhm.
So like, it does. I could see that. I never really thought about that. That's really true because look at Street Fighter Five. Everyone's got different V trigger, V skill.
Yeah.
There's nothing universal.
There's some
people
characters that don't have a wake up option.
Yeah, no DP at all.
Yeah,
like
no invincible moves, nothing. Can't do anything. You have to sit there
Crazy.
and block.
it's crazy bad. Have you considered going to Evo ever?
Yeah, 100%. When I was
Yeah.
into Smash, I wanted to, but then I didn't. And then I would go this year, but I haven't had a Wii U, so I can't practice. I told myself I will go next year for
Right.
Smash Ultimate,
Sick. okay.
100%. Because once that game comes out, I'm like I'm going in.
Dude, first time is gonna be sick. Like
Those
there's
first few
so
months are gonna be great.
there's
Oh, yeah.
so much
Great.
of like, well, they're going to Evo. Like so much of it is like, it's a huge build up. And you think about it for a month. When you get there, you got something to do every minute on the hour for like 5 days.
5
Goddamn.
days, dude.
You're just go, like just constantly something
Mhm.
to do. It's great.
Whether you're in pools or in line to play the newest build on the most recent fighting game.
yeah, well, like
buy
Smash Ultimate's gonna
parts.
be there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But are you gonna wait in line?
Fuck no.
Well, unless
I don't care that
unless
much.
they have like a huge setup, like a lot of setups.
Because I was telling
It
my
depends
friend,
on how the line will
it's
be.
not going to be worth it.
and it's gonna be fucking 4 players
Oh.
with items
Yeah,
on.
with items on and
Ah, what?
You can't
Yes.
even really test it.
Yeah, exactly.
This is Nintendo's like professional like marketing team coming out and doing this, and they're idiots. They don't listen to
Yeah.
people. We scream like you can go on Twitter. There's everyone just complaining about the items on. Items remain on. They don't
Yeah.
change nothing.
Wow.
Yeah.
They don't change nothing. And it's crazy that this game is still like works
that
competitively
people
so well.
still eat it up.
Yeah, they love it.
Well, once it gets into like the competitive scene, that's not going to be a thing.
Yeah, once it's in our hands.
Yeah, but it's just like funny that like
I hated watching the
They're-
demonstration
they're-
at E3
well-
because it was 4-player,
Yeah.
time,
Oh, gross.
items on. It was
Yeah.
just like I can't judge
But
this.
like,
Yeah.
how backwards is this? They're aware enough to bring it to Evo,
yeah,
and they leave items on.
Yeah,
You're
that's
at
crazy.
Evo. You already are aware of
The
what this
pinnacle
is.
of
Yeah,
fighting
that's
game
crazy.
tournaments across
Like-
the world.
What do you think it is?
Ignorant.
no,
Pride.
I just think I don't know. I feel like Nintendo sees because the whole tournament scene is entirely like, I guess, third party. Like it's not put on by Nintendo. It's
Yeah.
not decided by Nintendo. Tournament rules are not decided by them.
The whole
And
tournament
I
setting's
think
grassroots.
they want to change it back to like how everybody felt when Smash first came out, and it was fun to play with all your friends and items were on. And I think they want people to see that side of it.
Yeah. So I got.
It's not going to work.
I got a little theory on it.
That's all they've ever promoted for that game, though.
Oh yeah,
That's true.
And you know what
That's
the
very
end
true.
product for all of them has been?
Huh.
Competitive niche scene.
Yeah.
That's very true. That's where the money comes from too.
Yeah.
They just don't see. Well, okay. This is one of my theories. A while ago, they stopped allowing Super Smash Bros. Melee to be streamed at major events.
Really?
This is a while. They got like it was a copyright thing. Like they made it.
Oh,
take it
oh,
off
I know you're
Twitch.
talking
Remember all
about.
that?
This was a
Yeah.
while ago.
So,
Good.
So my theory
Good.
is, you see all their
Whoa.
little events that they.
Shots fired.
So here's the thing. That's not just a shot at Melee. That's a shot at everything. Because listen, you know those little tournaments they run? Like they do the Smash Invitational and the Splatoon Open Regional, and they have like some bunch of like they have like a Pokken one, like the Open Pokken tournament.
Hey, the guy who won the
They
Pokken,
want-
the guy who won Pokken, you know who he is.
He lives here.
Yeah, he lives here. I went to high school with him. It's
Oh,
fucking
who is
crazy.
it?
It's Alistair.
Alistair?
Yeah,
Is that his
I went to
tag?
high
Is that
school
what he
with
goes
him.
by?
He goes by Alistair.
Yeah.
And that was the funny thing. So
No
I
shit.
remember, because I was thinking about getting into Pokken at the time, and I was like, oh, let's watch the Invitational. And I just looked up who's in it. And I was like, oh, this guy goes
You
by Alistair.
randomly just came across this guy.
I was like, oh, let's yeah, no, I was just like, let's see who's in this tournament. He goes by Alistair. I'm like, oh, that's funny. It's spelled like the same as his name. And I tune in just in time for the finals, and it's like, oh, Alistair won, and he walks out, and I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm like, I've known this guy like
No,
since
that's
middle
so-
school.
that's great.
It was
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah,
That's great.
yeah,
Okay, so here, what I was saying, all those little events that they run,
Uh-huh.
they want the ownership of the tournaments. They don't want to share it with Evo. They don't want to
Yeah,
share it with CEO.
absolutely.
They don't want to
They
share it
want
with
the
ESPN.
money.
They want all of it.
Mhm.
Fuck that. Like, I can't. I just can't support that.
Yeah.
It sucks.
They just
and
want
it makes
the
me.
prestige at that point.
Yeah, and it's nothing I can do because the games are good.
Mhm.
But like, I don't think I'm going to tune into the tournaments as often as I normally would because of that.
No. But it was really cool. I mean, they don't do it often. It's not like every major.
That's
they do it
true.
at like E3s and stuff, and
Well,
like
I think what it is, I think when these like marketing teams send it out,
mhm.
it's not doing super amazing numbers. So they come back and they're like, okay, what can we do? What can we change?
Yeah.
And they have to like scratch their like run around with fucking clipboards around the office like
The
figuring it
Splatoon
out.
one was popular, but that's because they didn't do anything weird. It was so the Splatoon, what was it called? Open Regionals or whatever.
Yeah.
It was run exactly like a Splatoon tournament.
Did it do?
They didn't do anything weird.
Did it do well because of that, or did it do well because Smash was coming on after and everyone had it on?
I would say it did well because of that.
Combination of both.
Because nobody's gonna watch Splatoon because Smash is coming. They're gonna tune in after Splatoon.
Yeah,
I think it
that
did.
was smart. That was a smart move. I'll say that.
I think
Putting it
it-
before they knew.
I think
They
it did
do.
well just
Yeah.
because Splatoon is getting incredibly popular,
Yeah.
and which is insane to me because that game's. I mean, it's my favorite game in the world. I love that game. I played it. I play it every day.
Do you really?
Wow.
Oh yeah, no, I have hundreds of hours logged in Splatoon 2.
Wow.
Me and my girlfriend play it
There
together
are people that
every
dig
night.
it. There's
It's
people
super
that-
fun.
there's
Dude. No,
huge
if
communities
you
that play
look
it.
at like their tournaments, like it gets pretty crazy.
Mm.
For like it's pretty nuts. Super fun.
Is there like an outside community of Nintendo that runs
Never played
tournaments?
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I-
Not
I
once.
played it a few times.
Never.
super fun.
Never touched
super
it.
fun.
You never touched it. You, I feel like you'd like it.
You
Don't
would
tell me
for
that.
sure
I
like
think
it.
you actually would.
You don't know who I am.
You would for sure like
You don't
it.
know what I'm capable of.
I think a guy wearing a Mega Man headset would do that.
That's
Yeah,
not my
like it.
fault. Although I would have chosen this from day one, but I
Shouts
mean,
out Omar for the Mega Man headset.
thank you.
Those are hype. He's,
Pretty cool.
To the people not seeing, he's glowing at his ears right
Red
now.
light.
Yeah.
That's who I believe that I should be.
You know what?
Johnny's coming out. He came out as a furry like 2 weeks ago.
No.
Good God.
And today he's coming out as a Mega Man main.
Oh.
Yeah.
So-
Okay, so
Here we go.
confession, I was a Mega Man main.
We
when
all were.
I remember that
first came
Texas
out.
Forever. Your
We all
tag,
were.
right?
That's
I'm
hilarious.
still Texas forever, but
That's hilarious you say that we all were, because in the demo that came out on 3DS, I was like, I'm playing Mega Man.
Oh yeah, When the game-
everyone was
my
hyped
first
about Mega Man.
2 tournaments I ever went to, I played Mega Man.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then I played the game and I'm like, there's no way I can play with this kid.
What is it?
Character's
Is
so
it his little metal
gross.
buzzsaw that you have to pick up that just takes way too damn long?
There are people that are doing it with him nowadays
Yeah.
more often
Yeah.
than the game first came out.
Oh, yeah.
But he is hyper technical. Hyper technical.
I like his little spinny, dash.
He's got
The
hype.
dash.
That
yeah.
the tornado.
Yeah, that one's
such
useful.
a good move.
Yeah, it's a great move.
Yeah.
Keeps them in the air for a really long time.
Exactly.
The truth is, I'm gonna be Link. Texas forever is Link.
Yeah, this guy's
and I
been
will
playing.
always be
Link
Link.
looks really good in the new Smash.
He does. What I'm loving about the new Smash game, everybody's looking good.
Yeah, really though.
They finally-
Even Ganon.
They
like,
finally took Ganon's always been good. They finally they finally took that page out of it was when Ultimate Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition came out. And they were like, we're done nerfing it, people.
Just
Everybody's just
buff
going to get
everyone.
good. Yeah. When Arcade Edition came out, they're like, everybody's strong now.
I feel like that
and I
should
was
just be
like,
the mentality.
That should
across
always,
all
yeah.
fighting games.
It's like, why nerf a character and like change everything when you could
Yeah.
just buff like the low tiers, and all of a sudden we have what everybody wants, which is like
You know,
these low tier characters
I-
making finals.
I think they see it as a flaw.
I think
as
when
a
you
creator-
buff everyone, you create a certain
as
amount
a-
of chaos.
But the thing is, like, as a player, you see that and you're like, oh, what the hell? Like, Gohan has these crazy mix-ups. Like, I wish my character had that.
Mhm.
That's what you want. But when the developer watches that, they go, "Oh crap, I didn't notice that." Like
Yeah.
when they were working on
That's
it.
more of a flaw.
And that's why they're stubborn. They nerf. They do nothing but nerf characters.
Well,
Yeah, it ruins games in my
Capcom
opinion.
Nerf Alex. in season
He was
2
never
and
nerfed.
3.
He's been trash from day one.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like, each character
you
has a
brought it
different
up.
tool. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's like baseball players. Like you have a 5-tool player and then you have a 2-tool player.
Well, the thing is like, there's certain things. So, like in Dragon Ball, for example, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you have what's called a 2L, which is a crouching low,
Yeah.
some of those you don't have to block low. You can block high or low,
Yeah,
and it
some
blocks
characters
it.
don't have
But
that
only
low.
certain characters have that low, and that's the fastest low in the game.
Like
and
same input across all characters. Not all of them function the same.
Yeah. So
Mm.
having a 2L that hits a low is a privilege. That
Why is
puts
it
you
called a
top.
2L?
So
That's
you know
the
about
notation.
number pad notation.
Mm-hmm.
So you're in a stick. There's 9 points, like a number pad.
Mm-hmm.
2 is down. Think about it. 1, 2, right?
Oh, okay.
People listening right now should just go look it up if they're not aware too.
It's
Yeah.
becoming more of a prevalent means of talking because of anime fighters.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is like I'm giving Pokken a shot, right?
Mhm.
I'm
I
not.
was so happy when I saw that.
But here's the thing: that uses number pad. I was like, oh, sick! I can read the language.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I've never,
it's good.
Wow. It's like
I've never seen the number pad thing
No.
before.
It's
Like
a
ever.
very anime.
you ain't looking at the
fighter
right
thing.
stuff.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I honestly, I'll be honest. Like as much as I like fighting games, like I try to avoid like the over technicality of things and just let it flow.
Gotcha.
Like even like frame data, as necessary as that is, like I try to just like let it out.
Figure it
Because
out.
the more like you make it into like math and science,
That's why
like,
your villager gets bodied.
I believe with enough training you could ignore that
No,
stuff.
there's
But-
that's a style.
but
I
it-
agree with what
Who
you're
would
saying.
be the closest to that? Just,
Mango.
like, ignorant. Oh, Mango's just a god.
he
dude,
just
yeah.
he just
He's all
busts
feel.
out the stuff he knows.
all feel.
Yeah.
But I mean, you have.
But
You
he-
have a clear shot advantage if you actually know like frame data and all that. You know like the inner workings of the game and what's good and
You
what's
have
bad.
it's all foundations. Whose foundation is better?
Yeah, exactly.
It's
You
like
have more
the-
of that.
The
But
piggy who made the house of wood.
but for
and
me,
the piggy who
I'm
made the house
Yeah.
I would rather just go
Exactly.
in and see why I lose. Like if somebody beats me, I'd rather just take in, okay, why did I lose and what can I do to fix that?
because you were pressing buttons on Wake Up.
Yeah.
and that just
I get that one a lot.
That just works for me. That just works for me.
Nick.
That's where everyone starts.
That's where it starts, yeah. But see, that's cool. It has a culture, and it has it's like that kind of stuff. It's like super like hyper technical, and like people outside listening, like, what are you talking about?
Exactly.
But, like,
It's
Yeah.
pretty
me and
insane.
Julian hear that, and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Pushing buttons on Waker Johnny's like, oh
Well,
yeah, I
'cause
do that. Like,
well, the thing is, like, I was there.
Yeah,
I
we
was
were all there.
recently. Like, I didn't get into fighting games till Street Fighter V came out, and even
yeah.
then, Nick had already had prior knowledge. He was playing Injustice, fucking whatever,
Awful
Tekken,
game.
Cross
Good
Tekken,
game.
Street Fighter, all that shit.
I like
I love
Injustice too,
Tekken.
bro.
Tekken is art. Tekken
Tekken's
is
great.
art. I'll
That's
never
one
be
of the
good at that
greatest
game.
spectating games. I think
when we
ever.
were talking about spectating, I love watching Tekken. I
Tekken's
don't play it.
sick.
I don't play
I
a lick
can't.
of
I
it.
can't play that game. It's too hard.
It's hard.
It's too much.
The depth is ridiculous.
But
Yeah.
it's like I love watching that
Oh,
game.
it's so good watching
It's
it.
funny. Like you go online on that game and like you just get bodied, but you're like, wow, like you can do that.
And every character's got a
insane.
gimmick in that game. And it's
dude.
cool.
So at CEO, somebody got into top 8 and they got really far with King, and no one does that.
Oh, wow.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, at CEO. Oh, it was hype to watch. Oh, it was so sick. I'm not gonna lie though, that game's got a tier problem. I'm
Yeah.
tired of seeing Jack, Dragonov, and Devil Jin. I'm tired of it.
Who else is?
I don't
there?
really spectate it enough to know that.
Yeah, it's got a tier
It's
problem.
Dragonov. Who's that? The Echo Fox boys.
Not Saint, the other
Nee,
guy.
Nee is Brian.
No.
Nee plays Brian.
See, what do you call the guy with the big glasses? JDCR.
JDCR.
Yeah, JDCR. Jack is the other guy. Who's like the most
Gian
dominant?
Ding's coming up right now.
Is that
with
the
Eddie.
come up? Is that the come
He's
up?
playing Eddie right now. He just got second at Southeast.
Oh, no kidding.
Asia
I recommend
Major.
anyone listening. A lot of people like Tekken's a niche, but
Yeah.
I
Oh, yeah.
seriously recommend people to watch it, dude.
To watch
Tekken
it, yeah.
goes back probably one of the furthest next to KOF as far as grassroots
Oh, yeah.
fighting games.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I remember growing
the
up
first
as a
game
kid.
was on what? Sega.
PS1.
No, was it on PS1?
PS1.
I'm thinking of Virtual
It-
Fighter. That was on
before
Sega
that,
Genesis.
so before those are ports, but originally it's always arcade.
Yeah.
I hope they got Tekken at the convention.
At the convention.
Yeah, the
Yeah, the
Um,
California Extreme.
little footnote. You guys know about California Extreme?
For all the locals
No. I
don't.
listening.
Yeah, so locals listening, the end of this month there's a convention, and you pay like it's like $50 to get in for the weekend, and it's a 2 giant convention halls at like a convention center filled with pinball and old school arcade, and everything's on free play. And
Every
you'd be there all day.
cabinet, classic arcade game you could imagine.
Everything's
Oh,
there.
wow. That's really
Everything
cool.
is there,
I
and
walked
everything's
in
on
there,
free play.
and I played on a Twilight Zone pinball
Don't say
machine.
Twilight, because Johnny's gonna go
Oh,
crazy.
God.
Yeah,
I
was
started
waiting-
sparkling as soon as I said
I was
that.
waiting to crawl out of my hole and talk about Twilight
Oh my god.
or my.
But no, so
what does he
locals,
live in
that's
that movie?
What I was saying,
A
is
nice house.
some old school fighting games. Like at those, I'm really hyped for that.
They
because
got all the classic Street Fighter.
that goes to Evo. You see Evo, and it all comes back to those arcade scenes. Like
Yeah.
this started because kids were just like
Yeah.
fighting and like throwing their quarters up and playing each other. Like
That's what
There's
makes
no
Evo.
more
That's what makes
arcades?
Evo
I,
great because it upholds the grassroots.
well, it's magic. People call it the Evo magic. You walk in and everyone's
Well,
got
it's
the
just the
same. There's guys
atmosphere.
there's guys there that are like 35 that were
Mhm.
been in the arcade since they were like 16,
Yeah.
and they're in there just playing as hard as they ever were.
Yeah,
and there's a
exactly.
magic with that. It's
Mhm.
weird. It's crazy.
Well, have you ever seen the movie King of Kong Fistful of Quarters?
No.
You ain't never seen that? It's
No,
a
what
big
is that?
documentary.
Oh, a
it's a-
documentary?
yeah, about this guy who was the Donkey Kong champion
Oh,
in the 80s.
shit.
Yeah, like and then this guy, this random teacher out of like Seattle or whatever, just like challenged him and like whooped his ass, and like it's a whole documentary about like this guy is like super vain and like he's like, well, I'm the best. You know, you have to watch it. It's a great movie.
That actually sounds sick.
but
it kind of
yeah,
does. I love arcade, like the just
Culture.
It's just
Yeah.
because there's
Very
the
dark
what's the
and
one
dim.
in
The
San
consoles
Jose,
ruined it.
round one in San
Oh,
Jose.
round one, yeah.
I love going there and still seeing people playing
Eastridge Mall.
Street Fighter 4 or Tekken
Yeah,
6
get
are there.
down. There's a couple
And
killers
yeah, no,
in those
and people,
arcades.
dude, yeah, people go like I remember I was just playing, having fun, just going through like the story mode, and I see new challenger. I'm like, oh, this will be cool, and it's just
Yeah.
like, oh man, like,
No, dude.
oh man, like this guy's like real.
No, a couple times.
NorCal
And
fosters
like
those
and again
people,
like
man.
Yeah.
I was pretty good at Street Fighter 4. Like I knew what I was doing. I enjoyed it. Like I went to a couple tournaments, didn't do well, but like I knew how to play.
Yeah.
And like seeing just it's cool because it's on the other side, so you don't even know
Oh
who
yeah,
you're
yeah.
playing.
You don't even see
It's
them,
not
yeah.
it's not next to
Yeah.
you. And
It's the
I love
traditional.
that. Yeah,
That's
I love
sick.
that. That's way better. And it's just I
Shout
love
out for
it,
the
man.
Japanese holding tournaments like that.
Yeah.
Do they really?
Yeah, they
Oh,
do.
that's awesome.
You don't sit next to them. That's,
Yeah,
I don't-
Street Fighter 4 was great.
they still
Yeah.
have arcades in Japan, big time, right?
Yeah.
that's
Of
like a
course,
movement
right.
over there.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
the world's biggest arcade is in Japan.
And it's
weird.
still
I
there's
wish-
certain games like what's one Pokken, for example, that came out in arcade first.
Oh yeah.
In Japan.
Did you know that? Like that
No.
came out and that
Yeah.
was huge over there. There's another one. There's that Gundam.
The
game.
Gundam one. I knew you were gonna bring that up.
That's the number one game in Japan. Like
Yeah.
that's huge.
It's
I don't know if
crazy.
It still is, but it always for a
And
long
it's
time
only
it
played
was
on arcade.
only
right?
played on it. Well,
In arcade.
so the
It
new
got
one that
ported
came out
to
on console,
PlayStation.
it's a port, but it's not like the arcades. Like a lot of people, I played with the community.
really?
They said the game is dumbed down for the console really bad.
Oh, really?
It's really faster.
It's
and
generally the
technical.
case for most ports.
Yeah,
Mm.
but
What a time to be alive, though! Like when arcades were like actually like Blockbuster, like a part of American
Oh,
culture.
yeah.
that's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. Is
If
I mean,
anything, it's still not even there. It's
Yeah,
still
I mean,
Yeah.
working
I
its
feel like
way
it's
up.
not where it used to be.
well,
Right.
the thing is too.
And the consoles.
Well, because
did that.
there was a point where like to play these games before you had to go to,
Right.
to an
That's what I'm
arcade,
saying.
And you had to
that
have
was,
money.
and that was like the
Amazing.
magic of
Interesting.
Street Fighter. I listened to a podcast recently. It was like the history of Street Fighter, and that was the first game where like arcades were really seeing the money come in.
Oh,
Huge.
Before that, arcades were obviously doing well.
yeah.
But Street Fighter was the first game where arcades were really
Well-
like there was at one point when Street Fighter 2 was out, you couldn't get a Street Fighter 2 machine in your arcade for years because there was a
Oh,
wait list
Right.
to get one.
Well, so here's the thing.
Fucking
really,
Guile.
it's
man.
one.
Guile was bringing them in. Dude.
So it's one. It comes down to one thing. There's a reason for that. It's one thing. Before that,
Mhm.
the video game scene, the arcade scene, was all about high score. Like,
High
people could
score.
land
Yeah.
on.
Pac-Man.
That's what
This is
movie's
the
about.
first. This is the first time
Where you're just
it was
beating
a
someone.
person.
Yeah.
And
oh,
that's why
true.
it blew the.
Mhm.
It skyrocketed.
Oh,
No
yeah.
fighting games
And
without
here we
Street
are.
Fighter.
That's the foundation of esports. Period.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Like that
competition.
You could call Street Fighter that.
Yeah.
Like that
Computer
started
games back
competition.
then weren't doing anything like that.
And
And,
we're doing
and-
nothing.
and that's why I think Street Fighter, no matter how bad it gets, will have a crowd playing it
Yeah.
and an audience.
Honestly,
no matter
ri-
how
I-
like
There's
I
a
would
bunch
say
of people
right-
who hate how much they play Street
Yeah.
Fighter
like
5.
we witness like the rise and fall of Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not even an Evo anymore,
It's probably
isn't it?
dead.
It's gone.
Well, there's rumors right now.
No, there's a side tournament.
No, I'm talking about the speculation.
Oh,
of
there's
the
yes. Go ahead.
what is they even gonna call it?
I don't remember what they're gonna. It's speculation. I don't think that's real.
It's just gonna be a fat patch, and it's supposed to revive Infinite.
Yeah,
We'll see.
That's the rumor.
Yeah,
I would love to
we'll
see it.
we'll see.
I would probably get into it if the game was good.
Honestly, I used to be.
I like the game for what it was.
I was gonna say I
at
used
first.
to, for some reason I used to be a jerk with fighting games. Recently, I've been like giving everything a shot, and I'm like,
Yeah.
honestly, if they do that,
The only thing I'm not going to give a
I'll
shot.
give it.
The only thing I'm not going to give a shot is the anime fighting games.
You said
Blaze
you're gonna play
Blue.
Dragon Ball.
Blaze
That's
Blue. You know
Dragon
what I'm
Ball.
talking about?
I bought Blaze
like the
Blue.
not actual anime, but like the anime style.
Well, so
that's an eye opener.
I know one of the best Blaze Blue players ever because I went to school with him.
I
And he
can
works
care
at
less.
Facebook,
Like
and I
that's
saw him
not,
today.
KD.
That's it, bro. I
Oh,
seen him
that's it,
today,
bro.
bro. I
That's
seen him
just-
today
It's
at
just
work.
like
What's
when I
that
watch
called?
those games, I'm just like, this does nothing for me at all.
That shit's just
At all.
it's Street Fighter, but more.
It's Street Fighter. It's like, you know how
It's
people
just
say
hyper intense.
you know how people say here's chess, and then
Mhm.
here's 8-dimensional chess on a cube.
Yeah,
Like,
that's exactly what that is.
that's what that is from Street Fighter's chess.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
you see there's just craziness. But the new one was dumbed down pretty hard.
Yeah, it was
The cross
tag.
Which
tag,
and
I play-
interesting.
and it's funny because I played the demo of that one
Mhm.
because it was free, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, let's see what this game is about.
Yeah.
And like playing it, I was like, oh, like I kind of get it now. But
Yeah.
hearing that it's dumbed down, that explains everything.
Yeah, no.
Well, so
Comboing is so easy.
interesting piece of that replaced Marvel's spot pretty much in the top in the
Yeah.
finals.
I know, and I wish Pokken got that spot.
Get okay. So here I'll say my piece on that. So I've been playing it, and it's fun because like there's simple thing. Like I showed you a little bit.
Yeah,
I like I'm playing a low tier character.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna be honest, dude. Is like a fighter that just it doesn't have what it needs.
Well, see, that's what I was
There's
thinking.
certain
like,
things that are
Like
just
what?
when you're given a standard of a fighting game, you kind of hold all fighting games to that same.
Well, and it's not even that. There's certain things like there's a very strong like chip out like meta, which is not good for
promotes
spectators.
projectile.
Yeah, it's not good for spectators. There's also, if you make the right guess, it's very low. Like I was calling Street Fighter chess.
Mhm.
I would call that game just very basic rock paper scissors. Very basic rock paper scissors.
Mhm.
Because the whole counter attack, grab,
Yeah.
and attack, like that system is so it's one dimensional.
Mhm.
That's not good for spectating. It's fun to play though,
Yeah,
but spectating it wouldn't work.
I
There's a
don't know.
lot of things.
See, here's the thing that I think would help with spectating. It's Pokemon.
Well, yeah.
Like it doesn't
Yeah.
need much more. Like yeah, no, you're right.
Pokemon?
Like I'm not
Somebody say
disagreeing with
Pokemon?
you.
You
I'm,
sound like Nintendo themselves.
I'm just being realistic. Like you can look at this.
That was a hot take.
You can look at this from like a fighting game, connoisseur, and you're right. You're 100% right. But if you're just looking at like the average person who might tune into Evo,
Yeah, yeah.
you see a Pokemon fighting game,
Yeah.
you're like, let's watch it. This will be fun.
It
you
would-
know,
yeah.
Who's keeping the games alive though?
What do you mean?
the players. And there's
There
there's
you
no
go.
base
There
for
you go.
Pokemon.
There
That's
you go.
that's
It's
the
the
issue.
players.
Well, here's my thing. With Pokken, it's just like it was never given a chance. If you put Pokken in Evo one
Yeah.
year, the amount of people playing skyrockets. That's all it needs. That's all it needs.
'Cause
And then,
it
you,
gets
and
the
then you see
exposure,
and then you
yes.
see more majors pop up like here and there, or locals, more majors, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden it's a big game. Like nothing can be a big game without it being
Here-
given a shot.
Here's the problem.
Presentation is
doesn't-
key.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Presentation.
but here's the thing with that. It will not translate to dollars because there are people that are evil. Like pretty much, there'll be a small number of people like, oh, I'll watch this, but
Mhm.
most of the crowd at Evo would not watch it.
No, you're
And
talking
it's
about
not
Evo
only-
demographics.
Yes.
Yeah, you're talking hardcore
Yeah.
Yeah,
grassroots
yeah. So
fighting game.
I was just say it's like that's a big thing. What I was talking a little bit about is the development of fighting games is getting to like a really high standard. Like I was saying, like they're really like they know what it requires to be good, and that's why we're getting so many good quality ones.
Mhm.
There's only a few big names as far as how those quality, like who's pushing them out.
Right.
Arxis, Bandai, Namco.
Bandai's on it, man.
Bandai's on.
Bandai's got.
Are
their
they doing the new
hands on
Smash game?
everything.
Because they did the last
Yeah.
one.
Yes,
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
in on
they're
the
in it.
Smash game.
Yeah, see?
They're on Tekken.
Yep.
They did Dragon Ball and
Soul
they're doing Soul
Calibur.
Calibur.
It also
Yep.
explains all the third-party DLC too.
Yeah, we'll be. The
What else
rumor
is
is
Bandai known for? Power Rangers, right?
no. You're talking
Yeah.
about the
all the
toys.
all the Gundam
Oh.
games. Bandai Namco's done all the Gundam games. They've done pretty much all the anime games.
talking
Yeah, all anime.
They do
games.
all the anime games.
Did they do Xenoverse and like?
Yeah, they published the
Shibuya
Dark Souls games.
Naruto.
God bless.
Did they?
Yep,
Oh.
the holy The Holy Trinity.
No shit.
The Holy Trinity.
That
Dark
would
Souls
be
1,
the
2, and 3.
Spider-Man movies.
That's a lesser known
actually.
fact, actually.
Nope.
Have you
the
played
only Holy Trilogy
I
is the
played.
Spider-Man movies.
I own Dark
Stop.
Souls 3 and Bloodborne, and
So
I haven't
good.
got past like the first hour of the game.
Yeah.
It's so hard, and I
Yeah.
know there's a meta and there's a specific way to play. It's just I haven't found the patience
So
within
good,
me
man.
to learn it.
Anyway, back to fighting
Yeah.
games.
The
We'll
games
talk
are
Dark
for
Souls eventually.
masochists, as
Well,
Nick would
It
say.
is.
It's kind of
for
a fighting
masochists.
game in itself, and
A little
so to
bit,
speak.
because there is a huge PvP,
Yeah.
and I'm deep into that.
For
Are you
Dark
really?
Souls?
Oh yeah,
Wow, there's PvP?
Yeah, there is.
You
Oh, wow.
you invade people's games and you kill them
Just
and
go
you take
play
all their
For
stuff.
Honor. This is the
Shut
game you
up.
want.
We're all gonna play Fortnite.
No, I'm playing Realm Royal. I'm waiting for that.
Oh,
to
yeah.
get
I think
Fortnite.
we're split.
Well.
We're split on. You like Fortnite?
No.
You like Fortnite. You like
I've never
Fortnite.
I
Well,
played
okay,
Fortnite.
so
I played
my explanation on why I like Fortnite is very weird, and I'll keep it simple because that's not what we're talking about. Actually, this is an esports episode. We're talking Fortnite now. We're only talking Fortnite for the next hour.
That's not esports.
It's
Epic's got
it's
the money.
horrible.
Just because it has a lot of views on
It's
Twitch, it's
horrible.
not an esport.
It's a bad.
Like,
it's
I've
a
watched. Who here's watched the Fortnite tournament?
I've
It
watched.
sucks.
Did you watch the recent one that just happened?
No,
With,
I don't like
It's
it.
the first epic one that they held.
I don't like the format. It's stupid, and I feel like
Wait, which format are you talking about?
I just think that battle royale is too random to have like a tournament.
Okay.
Like it all depends on where you drop, what's there.
yeah,
It's hardly.
Well, that's the struggle right now with the Fortnite tournament because they had the summer skirmish that Epic was holding. It was a $250,000 tournament. I think it's across like 10 weeks.
Okay.
this tournament.
Jesus fucking
And
Christ.
The first
It's
tournament.
way too long.
The placing was strictly based on placing in game, so
Mhm.
kills didn't matter. So when you're watching the stream, within the last 3 or 4 circles, and when you're playing that normally online, there's probably only 10 people alive.
Yeah.
For this tournament with all the pros, there was like 35
course.
plus people alive because the meta in just staying alive was just hiding.
Yeah.
So Epic
Terrible.
and the lag, their servers couldn't maintain. All the
What?
lag was terrible. People were dying to the storm because they couldn't get out.
Wow.
They were backtracking
my
into the storm.
God.
Fortnite is the worst
Yeah.
esport of all
Dude,
time.
so if that just happened,
That was the first,
What?
the
So-
first one.
hear me out on that. That just happened.
Mm-hmm.
What if Call of Duty comes out and it's hella good,
Well, see,
and
here's
it
the
works
thing
as an esport?
Yeah.
for some
Call of
reason?
Duty has
That'd
to
be really
benefit
cool.
from is that Fortnite is the fucking decoy. They can learn everything right now
Yeah.
from all
Yeah.
of Fortnite's fuck ups.
I've said that, and I know you said it. Fortnite's cool. I don't love the game. Like I play it every once in a while. It's fun. I don't understand how it's the biggest game in the world.
Free.
Yeah,
of it.
it's
Yeah.
free
Fun.
and it's fun
And
it's
it's
addicting
innovative
and
for what it is.
kinda.
It-
But my thing is like the second a big studio comes out and makes a battle royale game that is like out of this world, it's over.
yeah.
It's over.
True. I get what you're saying. That's like Nick saying when Call of Duty or like certain kind of
Nick,
engine.
Nick has said the same thing. Once a big company comes out and does battle royale, that will be battle
Call
royale.
of Duty might be it.
It might be it.
Black Ops 4
Yeah,
might be that.
Might be it.
Yeah, well, it was quite like I even questioned myself. I'm like, yeah, they're coming out with their own battle royale, but like, it might not be Fortnite. Hearing that just happened at the tournament, highly probable.
Yeah. Well, like it's all explorative right now. Is that the word? Is that the word I'm looking for? Like they're just exploring
Yeah.
right now with
That's
the
true,
rules
yeah.
set and stuff.
So we talked fighting games for like an hour. What other esports are you guys into, if any at all?
I try to get into all of them, honestly.
It's just super interesting to me. Yeah,
Esports. I think I started with League.
You started with League, huh?
Yeah.
I think that's
and,
where a
like,
lot of people
CS:GO.
did because League was like a big one for this generation.
Mhm.
Computer games. Pushed it.
Yeah. What I mean, not a whole lot for
I
me.
mean, there's
It's-
not much to choose from actually.
There's
Yeah.
really not.
Talking about
I like
esports.
fighting games, obviously. I try to watch all the Nintendo ones just because it's cool seeing them have a little stake in this. Splatoon is cool.
Have you give Counter Strike a watch?
Yeah. Counter Strike's easy to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very hype.
Yeah.
Very quick, fast paced.
Johnny, I'm assuming by the look on your face, you don't really watch any esports.
No, I mean I like Rocket League. That's cool.
Johnny watches
Rocket League's
Pokemon.
great.
watch
Rocket
Pokemon.
League is. I suck at Rocket League, but that game like just
I'm a-
interests the hell out of me.
Yeah, this fool plays a lot of Rocket
Yeah.
League.
Grinding.
Nice.
Grinding.
That game interests the hell out of me. It's
There's
so cool.
a lot of fucking mechanics to that
Yeah,
game.
it
It's
re-
hard.
It's hard. Yeah,
It's hard.
It's hard.
Doesn't get credit.
It's the best too when you're playing with a team because we just get in each other's skin.
Oh, yeah.
Me,
yeah.
this guy, and our friend Chris, and we would just like something goes wrong. And we're like, God damn it, Chris! Or
Oh,
like,
yeah,
God damn it,
100%.
Nick! Or like,
get in the goal.
Julian, what the fuck was that? We're talking. We always.
I'm on the team solely so everybody has somebody to yell at. That's me.
You're the
I miss,
scapegoat.
yeah, I miss every goal and like I do nothing for the team and everybody just yells at me, gets it out of their system and does well.
we had a line we would always drop. Like somebody would do something stupid, and we go, "We're gonna talk about that after practice."
Oh my god, that's good. But yeah, I'm trying to think of any other esports that I'm really into.
So I forgot this. Good point. Tried, which I hadn't given a shot to this point. I tried watching the Overwatch League.
Oh yeah, that's a big one right now.
Big, it's
yeah.
big.
I'm not a huge Overwatch fan, but I respect it.
A lot of money behind it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Big
It's
name,
insane.
BlizzCon. Blizzard.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Oh, I'm just fucking thinking of everything
insane.
right now.
So Blizzard,
Mhm.
like, the biggest thing with them is they're not going to put out a bad product,
Uh-uh.
and they're
See,
and if they do,
I was talking to somebody about this. Sorry to interrupt, but
Okay.
it's like, I think it was one of my coworkers, one of my friends. They're just like, I think Blizzard is making the best games right now, right?
They're all about their fans.
And it's like, yes, like they're doing a great job with like Overwatch, and they own Activision now, don't they?
I don't know if they
Activision
own it.
merged with them.
They merged.
That's what it is.
Because they have a stake in like Destiny.
Well, Call of Duty's
But
gonna be on
Activision
Battle.net.
is really
Yeah.
just their publishing company.
Oh, okay. And I was like, you're right. Like they're putting out a lot of games, but like, how many games are they putting out? Not a lot.
Not a lot
They
of
don't need
games.
to.
But
They don't-
and that's
They service
that's
and
what I was-
maintain
that-
their games.
That's what I was getting to. It's like you're right, but it's like it's hard to say like they're the best when they're putting out like a couple games, you know.
But all their games are still alive.
But everything is very polished. Everything is really good, and
They're-
everything's alive.
Dude, there are people playing Diablo right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
grinding.
grinding. Doing the
Yeah.
same shit over and over again.
Yeah, I know.
Crazy.
Isn't that trippy?
I don't know how they do that.
StarCraft is
Well,
still...
Diablo
Yeah.
3. Diablo 3 was really good.
Diablo
I'm
3
one of
was
the
good.
few who really thought that, but
No, I
Diablo
like
3
it.
was
I
good.
2 is still better.
That was just before my time.
Same for
Yeah.
me. I couldn't
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
3 was fine, and just 2, it was just kind of, in a weird way, a good game, but just still broken down a little bit.
it's a
2
good-
was a lot more, it was different. Diablo's best part is that it's something different every time.
Well, that was
And-
the follow-up. The follow-ups for anything is always
It's
good,
true.
unless it's a movie. Like Star Wars.
Well, and then you can definitely sense with Diablo 3 that they had like learned a lot of lessons from WoW. And it's funny because
Yeah.
when WoW first came out, they learned a lot of lessons from Diablo 2. That's why they had the 3 talent trees,
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
that was very similar to Diablo 2.
Mhm.
But
but the
like-
gap between 2 and 3 is also part of it.
Those
Really
that
long
company
time.
just knows how to like mathematically get your brain so hooked on games.
Oh yeah.
man.
When
Like,
Overwatch first came out, dude, I was like a robot on that game. I was like,
yeah.
I need to
Same.
play
Yeah.
this game all the time.
I played it on console. That's all I played for a
Yeah,
while.
same. And
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know. I feel like as soon as like my friends stopped playing and like I didn't have a team, I was like, all right, I'm
Oh
done.
no,
with
I was a
Overwatch.
solo queue warrior.
I
dude.
couldn't do that. I would get
I
so
did.
mad. I would
It's
get-
how you know what they have now in the
Mm.
game, which is what I was say. Do they add to the games? And if it's not perfect on launch, they'll make it great.
Yeah.
But what they have now,
Well, it's because they don't have a ton of products to support. They have a
Yeah,
handful,
exactly.
and they have dedicated teams for that handful,
Which-
and they
which-
just keep putting it.
Yeah.
in
It
the-
well,
works.
it's smart. It
and
works.
It works.
Well, what they have now for Overwatch is you can post like a wanted ad or like a classifieds
Uh-huh.
for like, oh, I'm a support / DPS.
That's really cool.
Like
So
pick me up, or you can
Xbox
be like
has that-
you can be 3 guys
No
and
shit.
be like, we're looking for a healer and join in them. I'll be the healer.
Xbox has that in their
Like-
OS, but that's really cool that it's just in Overwatch.
Yeah, it's
in the
it's
game client?
In the game client, it's just like you put find a group, and it just like opens a long list.
See,
of
that-
people.
that's
Oh, no
amazing.
shit.
Yeah.
That's
I
like
could probably
like I
get
said,
top 500 now.
Xbox has that like in the actual OS. Like it's called looking for a group, and you just put what game you're playing, what you're doing, what you need, and people start messaging you.
Yeah.
It's really cool. But the fact that it's like in a game and you don't have to mess with anything but the game, that's awesome.
I just remembered a gem I got to drop on these guys. I told you if we were talking about the Overwatch League.
Yeah.
So you know how it works. They have like cities, like it's an actual sport.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right? Yeah. So Los Angeles has a team, New York has a team, Boston has a team. They have a team for China called Shanghai. They're the
Okay.
Shanghai Dragons. And they have like the season, the records, right? Like I don't know, like Los Angeles is like 35-10, or I don't know. You know, they have records.
Mhm.
Shanghai, I watched a game the other, like a couple weeks ago. I haven't watched it in a while, but a couple weeks ago, I watched a game. Shanghai in the season right now is 0-49.
Holy shit.
They haven't won a game.
Holy shit.
And
that's
I
bad.
watched them
They-
lose
who do
again.
Who do they think they are? The Cleveland Browns?
Yeah, like
yeah,
that.
exactly.
Like that. It's like
in
that.
Philadelphia
Should they
Eagles in
be
the early
relegated
80s
out of the
and shit.
NFL?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Should Shanghai Dragons be relegated out of the
They
NFL?
You know-
probably
you know
would
what's
get more wins if they all just put on pads.
You know what's a crazy I don't even know if it's like a real esport, but it's a MOBA. It's called Arena of Valor. It's coming to the Switch if anybody's heard about it.
To the Switch?
So,
I know that one.
it's a mobile game, right? And in China, it has 2.8 million daily logins.
China's about their mobile gaming.
It's the biggest game in China.
No shit.
Yeah, and
you know why? Because those kids love video games, but they're in class and jobs all the time.
mhm.
Like those hours that they live on those, it's not like America. Like they don't have like the 5-day format with some weekends off. Like it's way different.
Oh, really?
So if mobile games they can take on the go, they'll sell
Well, and
cakes
and,
over
well,
there.
and that's the thing. So it's a MOBA. Who here has played MOBAs? League,
Yeah.
anything?
Can't see, but
Johnny's.
I'm raising my hand.
I'm not gonna lie. I played this mobile one for like a week just because I got.
Which one?
It's called Mobile Legends.
Oh yeah, okay.
It
okay.
was like
So we've all played MOBAs.
it was odd. Yeah.
The thing that sticks out about Arena of Valor is the games are about 15 minutes to 20 minutes long. It's not like the hour that you have to put into a league match.
Which is why I don't
Yeah.
play League anymore.
Yeah, so
Well, that's all very dependent.
I mean,
But if you
I
suck,
did
it's
play.
gonna be
I
an
did.
hour-long
I did play
match.
one Arena of Valor match where it was like an hour and 20 minutes. It was
No
crazy.
Shit.
But besides that, because it was like a week long beta, and I was sick, so it's all I played. Every match was like 15, 20 minutes.
Hmm.
So like having a mobile game, and it's good too. Like it's a good game, mobile game. That's like 15, 20 minutes long each match. It's like it's a no brainer.
It's a good
like,
time.
No, yeah. So
like
no wonder
manager.
it's like the biggest game over there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But that's just crazy to me. Like I would have never guessed that the biggest game, like it's the biggest game, not mobile game, like the biggest game,
Oh,
most
just
played
in
game
general.
in China is a mobile MOBA.
Mm.
It's crazy.
Hard up, yeah. I mean,
Absolutely insane.
And just it being a MOBA, it sees that you're seeing the crave of esports. Like
Yeah.
they found something that works, man.
Team-based.
I
Team-based
remember
stuff.
seeing rooms and BattleNet for Warcraft 3 of Dota, the original.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh,
That
you
was
were
a good
around
time.
for that?
I was around for that.
I was, dude. Yeah, the Warcraft 3 Dota is
I didn't play that stuff. back
Real
then.
they
good.
had that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Shit.
It was-
Winter Mall TD, dude. Tower Defense.
Yep, dude. Yes. Oh my God, yes. That was like my childhood.
Right?
Those Warcraft 3 games are so
They're
good.
so good, man. They're great.
But I only played the RTS one.
So they pretty much So they just somebody.
Well, they were custom games.
well,
Oh,
somebody
okay.
edited. so
Somebody
I think,
made.
From what I
It was like a
understand,
mod.
correct me if I'm wrong, but
I don't know how they were made.
well, so
I just
correct-
played them.
But so correct me if I'm wrong. Is what happened is Warcraft started as a game, and then they made like the builder, like you can make your own stuff and like all the
Yeah.
parameters and the settings, and someone made the foundation of what
Of a
is to be
MOBA.
League
No
later on,
shit.
and all the MOBAs later
Yeah.
on.
That guy's probably he's the unsung hero.
And
We
that's
don't even have a
Dota.
name
well,
for that guy.
That ended up being Dota,
No shit.
and then it came
I-
out of
I-
Warcraft like custom stuff.
I always thought.
I
that-
could be wrong.
Fucking
I always
Forge.
thought that they. I mean, I'm just guessing. I didn't read about this.
Yeah, I don't.
I always guessed that they just built Dota into Warcraft so people can play Dota in Warcraft.
Who's they though? It's
What
a
do
community thing, not like the company, right?
Right. Yeah. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
But if it was the other way around, where Dota came from Warcraft, that's crazy. But I thought they put Dota in Warcraft so that's like, while you're playing Warcraft 3, you could be
Nah.
playing Dota.
No,
I think actually, if we're being honest, I think that StarCraft, the original, was when the loose skeletons for those.
You are
but then
certainly right because that is way more.
But
that is way more
it
pioneer.
really
MOBA. You're right.
evolved in.
Well,
I'm
'cause
gonna look.
RTS
I'm
I would
gonna look
say-
that up later. That's really interesting.
because I would say RTS is a byproduct of that for
Because
sure.
I don't know how long Dota's been around, so I always
Me neither.
I always
there's
knew-
a second one, so
yeah I always just thought that people built Dota in Warcraft in the custom games
Mm.
to kind of just have that little fun.
Yeah, that's the way I understood it.
That's crazy.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
look that up later.
Yeah, that's an interesting
But
story
yeah, I
of how it
think
started.
Mo-
Well, and that's dude, esports. It just has such a great history because it's things like
Mhm.
that, man. It's
Yeah.
people just grinding out
it's
the
all
arcade.
community driven.
It's all community. It's
Is
all
it
people.
true?
The
Yeah.
players.
It's actually
Has
insane
nothing to
seeing.
do-
It's people setting up LAN parties for Counter Strike
Yeah.
and Quake.
Yeah.
It's people
Halo days and
people
shit,
sitting in
anything.
arcades throwing quarters around.
Yeah.
It's people building custom stuff in Warcraft that evolves into something bigger.
like a like $1 million tournaments.
hard nosed, like hard work, like
And
community
it's
driven.
actually
Like been
insane.
doing this for 40 years and it's on a main stage
We're-
now.
yeah,
Like,
I got no credit for it.
Well, like what's cool about that is like we're slowly seeing the stigma disappear.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
like a few
Yeah.
years ago, I remember I was in Tahoe with some friends and we were at a cabin, and I said something about esports, and everybody starts laughing.
Oh.
They're like, "Dude, come on, just go play football." And that was like around the time I first saw Street Fighter on ESPN. It was like a couple weeks beforehand, and I was like, guys, like this is turning into a thing.
Yeah.
Like we're seeing video games on live TV being played in a tournament. Like it's an actual sport now, and now it's like completely recognizes that. Like it's not even a question. Nobody laughs. Nobody makes jokes.
That's why I love going to Evo, because I always picture this. This is what I always picture when we go to Evo. I picture 20 years from now, I got a kid, and like Evo's, and then, 20 years from now, you just in the like the old recliner, and you're watching the Evo Grand Finals in like Levi's Stadium or something.
God.
Right? And they're like, oh, like your kids ask, oh, like, what is this? Oh, this is fighting games. I used to go to these. I used to be to these. Like back in my day, you could walk right up to the pros and shake your hands.
It really is going to be like that though. Like you're seeing teams win. Like, and I mean, it's very sparse, but like there are $1 million tournaments.
Yeah.
It's going to get to a point where you're seeing esports players making like actual
huge
money, like real money.
No,
outside of their contracts already.
No, there already are, but it's going to get to a point. Like I think, give it 5 years. I'll say 5 years.
Deals
5 years.
Yeah, you're gonna see players making 6 figures. You're gonna see like people making real money off esports.
Well, because it's
and so this is our time to get some training in, boys.
It's like if you watch one of those documentaries on how baseball or hockey got started.
Exactly. That's where I think we're at.
We're still right here. Yeah, we're right here.
We're watching it.
Yeah, that's where I think we're at.
Trippy.
I think soon it's really going to be like major league. It's going to be national. It's going to be international. We're going to have the World Cup.
Olympics.
The World Cup.
Isn't it being in the
I'll watch
Olympics?
that.
MOBAs.
World Cup, anything's cool.
It's trying to be put in the Olympics, esports, and I don't know what ones, but the other thing, Vegas is this set in stone, or are they considering it?
What?
They're going to take bets on Evo in Vegas?
Oh, it's in the works.
Oh my God.
It's in the works.
That's crazy.
It's in the works.
Yes.
If anyone's going to do it, it's Vegas.
That's mafia, dude.
Seriously, it makes sense.
Hey, listen, in the third game, you go down.
Yeah. Well,
in the third match,
let's not talk about collusion.
Yeah.
You can talk about the NBA all you want.
It's insane.
But I was gonna say, is it true that in Korea, like they like, oh yeah, we got a baseball team, we got a basketball team, soccer team, or you could try for the StarCraft team? Is that true? Because I heard that. That's like an urban legend.
I can't confirm.
I saw an ad the other day looking for.
You said Korea?
Like
Korean has the best StarCraft players.
I saw an ad the other day that it was just like looking for a job, and it was esports coach for a school.
Yeah.
What? For a school
In America?
yes, like in Santa Clara.
Wow.
Like kindergarten.
An esports team teaching people how to be good at League and other MOBAs.
You know what's sick about that is the only thing he could have for an interview or a resume is like,
I play a bunch of video games.
I placed at this tournament. I got this this is me
literally.
on the stream,
I looked at the requirements,
knowledge.
and it was just like must have played these games for this long, must have a background in these.
But I wonder,
games. That's insane.
what if your interview they've got someone like halfway proficient, you have to beat
and
him.
you have to beat them.
Yeah,
I would imagine that'd be part
That's
of it.
such a weird world we're living in.
We're getting there.
It's insane.
We're getting there.
It's insane. Yeah,
technology
I
is
said
only
it in our first episode,
starting.
and it's like I said. My friend told me he thinks in like 5-10 years the video game industry will be as big as the movie industry, right?
Yeah.
And I think it'll be as big as that, and it'll be big with sports. It's only a matter of time.
Well, just fighting games are so like this is my theory on why it's capturing so many people. I think this is why it's captured me so well.
I think
go ahead.
I think it's just because it's finally getting the attention. The same
yes
way,
and no, but
the same way I said if Pokemon was put in Evo, if Pokemon was put in Evo, it would get more attention.
No, I don't buy that.
But hold on.
I don't buy that.
But look at what I'm about. Listen to what I'm about to explain. If Pokemon was put in Evo, it would gain some popularity, and if the game's good enough, it could blossom into a big game, right? The second fighting games were put on TV, and it got more serious. It's the same exact thing.
This is why it's capturing everyone. That's why I think it's capturing everyone. I get what you're saying
because it's being taken seriously.
The platforms,
and it being taken seriously.
But I mean, they put Street Fighter on. You're comparing Pokemon to Street Fighter.
I'm comparing two different things. I'm comparing Street Fighter on ESPN, Pokken at Evo.
Don't bring up the precious.
It's two different things. I'm not saying put Pokken on ESPN.
Yeah,
that's not what I'm
saying.
Yeah.
But
don't bring up.
But it's because of Evo.
Oh my God.
It's because of Evo
precious.
that it was put on ESPN.
Yeah.
Well, so I think it's the ability of the viewer to do that too.
What do you mean?
Because you watch those people play, you can pick the game up yourself.
Oh yeah.
And you can go out and play with local people.
Oh yeah.
And you could be doing the microcosm of what those guys are doing.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to be you know, there's like
you
if
don't,
you watch,
you don't have to be Barry Bonds.
if you watch baseball or basketball, like you got it out there, and there's like, what are you gonna do? There's no
you could play it like
you
your
can play
gym
like a
or something
league or something or
I
whatever.
guess, yeah.
But you can.
It's honestly
watch
hard
these
to find
games.
people.
Exactly, but you can
Yeah.
watch these games, truck it out to any tournament, and
Anywhere.
just kill a bunch of. You know, you don't have
Yeah.
to be like you said, Barry Bonds of fighting games. You just be the local
you
killer.
want it, you
like
can
there are
get it.
local killers all over America that
Oh,
never
yeah.
make it.
Yeah.
I mean, my older brother watched Evo last year, and when he saw Street Fighter 5, he immediately bought it.
Yeah. Oh, no
he's, like,
shit.
he's like, I'm getting into this,
Oh,
and he
that's
doesn't he
cool.
doesn't go to tournaments or anything, but he was just watching
And
it,
that captures
enjoyed
people.
it, and bought it.
And that captures
Oh,
people.
that's sick.
People's like
So you watch L.I. Joe, the American
Oh,
hero,
that's
the
right.
American
Because
hero.
remember, an
Representing
Wait, no,
America.
hold on, no,
So you know-
sorry.
you know about
wait,
that?
I told the
Okay.
story. I told the story. He saw Street Fighter 5 at Evo, immediately was like intrigued, went to buy it, thought it was on the Switch, ended up buying Street Fighter 2.
Oh, that's right.
Sorry, that's the actual story.
Forgot
He
about
went
that
deeper into it than you wanted.
Oh, did you? So what was I saying? Yeah. So you know about when it was on ESPN, there was the top 8, and there was one American in top 8 that year.
Soul American.
The sole American. and
One
ESPN
American.
So,
Yeah.
so ESPN, dude, ESPN gave him like hell interview time. They gave him like an
Yeah,
entrance
they
theme.
coddled his
like,
persona
He
to
was
the
on. He was like the
fullest.
face. The thing is, dude,
Yeah.
Because you're American.
But here's the thing. Here's the funny part. Like ESPN saw an American, and that's what they were like. Oh, you know, we're gonna give him all this stuff. But dude, the fighting game community, no, dude.
He's
It was
hardly
weird that he was in the top 8 to
Yeah.
begin with.
No,
He had
are you
no-
serious? No, for real. L.I. Joe. Who did he beat?
It wasn't a big name. It wasn't.
No.
I think he beat Kazunoko to get in the top 8.
Yeah, he
and
like
that was
somehow
weird
came out with a
in
huge
itself.
win and got in there and
Yeah.
like became the American hero,
And
L.I.
he,
Joe.
and he won his first game in top 8 too.
Yeah, dude,
He
people-
won his
every-
first
the next
He
day-
won his
the next-
first game in
dude,
top
yeah,
eight.
the
The
next-
American.
Dude, the next day,
They flew out his father.
yeah, they flew
and
out
they
his
get him
father,
fucking
and they
on
got him on
camera.
camera in moments like,
It was hardcore,
dude. And the next day
It
on
was
Twitter, there
hardcore.
was like a bunch of memes of just him behind the American flag and stuff.
Holy
It
shit!
was fucking-
It's so funny how that happened. I want something like that to happen again. I was just so sick to see like.
It's gotta be one of you guys. It's gotta be one of you guys at Evo.
Look,
What are you signed up for Street Fighter? I forgot.
Yeah, I did.
Are
I
you
haven't
gonna play?
yeah, I haven't touched that.
You're
game
gonna
in
play it at Evo?
months. I have to. I think I'm just gonna play Geef.
Hey,
Like when in doubt,
Just
Geef
one
it
of you
out.
guys-
Wait, yeah. So hold on.
just-
I actually go ahead and say what you
I
want.
was gonna say, just one of you guys just have a lucky day and just get
That's
in
all it
real
takes.
far.
That's
That's all it's gonna take.
dude. All I have to
That's all
know
it
is who was in
takes.
my pool.
There are so many people at Evo. To get to top 8, you have to win like 30 times.
Yeah, it's
Is that
absurd,
winners?
man.
I
Alone?
I think winners like 30. I think losers is like 80 or 100
Yeah.
matches.
Yeah,
Like,
you don't
So-
want to get knocked into losing.
So what games are you playing at Evo this year?
So this year I signed up for Smash 4
Nice.
as a farewell and as a welcoming to Smash Ultimate.
Yeah.
Street Fighter 5 because that was a game that got me into fighting games, and I
Uh-huh.
signed up for that in my first Evo, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
And Dragon Ball
Nice.
because I'm really into Dragon Ball.
And Nick?
So I'm signed up for Dragon Ball because I'm
Mhm.
hella good.
Yeah. Okay.
And
I watched Julian hand it to Nick like 5 times.
I'm playing Yamcha, all right?
Mm.
You ain't seen the... Anyway.
I know. Nick's
Anyway. It's different. You don't understand, too. Oh, that's...
Oh, I don't understand. I know what I saw.
No,
but all
listen.
right.
I was getting off something else. When you got the sparring partner, oh, man. Dude.
Oh yeah. When you just play
When
one
you-
person
when you-
repetitively,
we get in
weekend
each other's
after
heads.
weekend.
Oh, yeah.
We're
Yeah,
completely...
seriously.
I know everything he's going to do. He
It's
knows everything
different.
I'm going to
Yeah,
do.
it's very
crazy.
different.
But
me-
anyway,
yeah, go ahead.
sorry. Dragon Ball. I'm going to play Dragon Ball
Uh huh.
and Smash.
Nice.
And I'm signed up for Smash because there's always hell kids that suck at Evo at
Oh, yeah.
Smash.
Evo's the tournament
When
to
I-
sign up just to play.
when
There
I
are
worked at
kids-
But with
Amazon,
my friends, I am cool.
Well, what happens? So that's the thing. What happens is in like weird places like Montana and like backwoods
Yeah.
countries.
countries?
I mean, states.
counties.
Damn.
He said counties.
I stuttered.
tried to save
the
you.
the worst
Hard
stutter of
R.
all time. Anyway, so there's all kind of kids in like places like Montana, like middle of nowhere. They don't have a tournament scene.
Right.
The first thing they go to ever is Evo, and they just get
Yeah.
washed.
Yeah. Oh,
It
yeah.
happens every year. There's a bunch of them.
That's the other thing about Evo. It brings in all the super casuals who think that they can.
Yeah. They don't know better.
So, like, you
they
two.
don't know better. That's where we started.
No,
all right.
I'll be
Coming
the first
from the
to
guy
say.
who wants Pokken, all right? Enough said. Enough said. Coming from the guy who likes Pokken and the guy who likes Doug Trio with hair.
Oh my god, he didn't
I
even
didn't-
say anything.
I didn't even say anything.
You
One,
record,
and I never
Johnny.
said that I liked that trio with hair, but I get what they were doing. They're just being funny.
Stop.
They're just being.
But yeah,
silly.
no. When I worked at Amazon, there was like a group of like 20 kids.
My
who
bad.
were-
You're right. You didn't rip me off. I forgot for some reason.
Yeah,
you said
no.
I
something
actually
with him.
defended you.
Yeah, he really did.
Oh
You're right.
God.
You're right. But no, you were saying.
Oh, you, man.
I just remembered you saying I lost to Julian a bunch of times. So there.
Yeah, there you go.
I get it.
Yeah.
There we
But then I immediately defended you after.
But yeah, back to casuals at Evo. There's like 20 kids when I worked at Amazon that were like, yeah, we're all going to Evo, and it's just like, yeah, I went 0-2.
Dude,
Yeah.
Dude.
Ain't that the story?
great story for the
I
many
love.
me-
I
how
know
many
what you're gonna
memes
say.
have you seen?
I know what
great
you're
story
saying. I
for the
love this.
podcast. I also worked at this Amazon before Christian here got there, and they put in like in the lounge they put in Smash, and I was going to
super
tournaments.
casual.
I was going to tournaments all the time at that time, and they would all want to do the 8-player Smash.
I hate
And
that. That's why I never played
Gross.
there. Yeah.
Dude, I was like Bruce Lee in there. These kids didn't know anything. It's just
You
people
gave 'em the
on
Falcon,
lunch.
right?
It's people on lunch. I gave them everything,
You
dude.
gave 'em everything?
I would give them characters that suck. I'd play Lucina.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
she doesn't suck.
Well, I don't play Lucina.
I
I
felt-
would play random an 8-player Smash, and I would
And
win every
when
time.
so I felt the same way a couple weeks ago. Yeah, maybe like a month ago. I went out to San Francisco and I went to go see my friend's band play. And on the same street there was it's called the Barcade. Have you heard of it?
Oh yeah, San
You-
Francisco
yeah,
Barcade.
you've
I
heard
haven't
of it.
been there, but I know about
It's
it.
really fucking cool. You
No
got to go.
shit?
It's really cool.
You ever been
Every-
to the Foundry?
Oh yeah. I used to go to tournaments there every week,
Okay,
every
okay.
Thursday.
yeah, I've been in this one a couple
Yeah,
times
you
together.
get
Yeah, I went to the.
Yeah.
I used to go to the Foundry every week, and I used to go to what was the one in San Jose?
Versus?
No,
Not
no,
Versus?
in the warehouse. It's like that clothing brand's warehouse.
Breezy. Breezy.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah. That's
I
when
saw you
we
there
met.
a couple
That's
times.
when we met.
Yeah, well, we met at my house.
Yeah.
When he brought you over, and then I saw you there a couple
Yeah.
I don't
times.
remember
Okay,
you,
okay.
Breezy. I wasn't there, huh?
No, he was there.
I used to go every week because
I don't know if you were there.
That's when I worked in San Jose.
Got
So I had my schedule changed at my job, so I can go to those tournaments
No
every
shit.
Monday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then I used to go to the Foundry. But anyway, so Barcade, I go there, and they have Smash 4 set up on a huge projector
Yeah.
right at the bar. So you sit at the bar, you're ordering your drinks, and you're playing Smash. It's awesome, right?
Mm.
The beauty is they only have 4 controllers, so you don't pull any of the 8-player Smash stuff. So I'm sitting there, and I'm playing Smash for maybe like 40 minutes. I don't lose a single game.
Dude.
I look like a god
Yeah.
to these people, and the
Free
bartender,
drinks after
the
free
bartenders
drinks.
are coming up to me, and they're like, "You have to come to our tournaments. Like, you have to come to our tournaments
Oh, no.
every week."
See, that's so funny and like kind of cringy.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I used to go to tournaments every week. Like, that's why I'm good. And they're like, oh.
Yeah.
But like, I like
Deflated
to the
them.
people who I'm beating, they're just
Yeah.
like, how is he doing this?
So that's,
It got to a point. It got to a point where it was, so it's 4-player. They wanted to play on time at first, but I put on stock, and it wasn't on teams, but it was all 3 of them against me. by the end of me playing, like in that 40 minutes, it was just everybody's coming after me, and I'm just
Yeah.
have my little villager like just running around.
Oh, that's the worst. You're the
that's the worst character to chase, dude. Your ass is putting up trees and chopping them down.
Oh yeah, it was so funny, but it's just like wow, I look
Well,
like a god to
It's
these people.
like some. Okay, so if
It's a
people
good
are,
position to be in.
if people
Yeah.
are listening and they're like, "Oh, these guys are just fucking," just
Jerks.
bragging about how they're good at this game. Here's the thing:
We suck.
it's so much more common in Smash than any game where people are like, "Oh, I play
I'm
this
good at
game.
Smash.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can play this
no,
game."
because
no,
people have
yeah,
been playing
exactly.
since.
They don't know nothing.
Yeah.
No,
It's
exactly.
crazy to see
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah. Nobody thinks they're good at Street Fighter or Tekken or anything unless they're actually good.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks that they can play Smash.
There's,
Everybody.
It's
Everybody.
There's an ego with
I
Smash.
appreciate it because that drives a lot of people in
To play it.
when they're like, "Oh, I know this game," and they get washed. They're like,
And then they
"I've
actually
never
learn
se-"
how to
Well,
play
they're
it.
One
like,
or two things. They either
Yeah.
get defeated and they don't want to play again, or they want to learn.
yeah, dude. Our friend Chris that barely plays, we made him sign up for Evo.
Yeah, this
played
is
Smash.
gonna be his first Evo.
That's awesome.
And I told him he had to play.
All right, so we've been going on for about an hour and 10 minutes here. It's felt like 5 minutes. This has been a good one.
Has.
Yeah.
It's been a great one.
Let's close out with some Evo talk because you guys are going to be there in what,
Yeah.
a week or 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
So you guys are going to be there in 2 weeks.
We'll be leaving Thursday
Mhm.
morning, like 12 a.m. So Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Check-ins around 9, so that's about the time we should be arriving.
Mhm.
Yep.
I'd say Thursday's gonna be a burn day. We're gonna get some tacos El Gordo.
Oh,
No one's
stuff.
been to fucking Las Vegas and had Mexican food. That's the
Mhm.
place to go.
That's the best Mexican food on the planet.
Yeah, no. As far as tacos and
See-
al
Yeah.
pastor. all
But
that
so-
It's just so awesome that like you guys are in Vegas. Like,
Well, that's the
well,
thing. I was
that
gonna
too.
say,
Bottom line.
to sell it to anyone listening who's like, "Oh, maybe I'd like to go to Evo." Go. Like
Yeah.
even if you're not amazing, going will make you want to get amazing because it's such a great experience. You have the magic of Evo, and you don't have to spend 5 days on that. you leave Evo and you
Backdrop
got
of
Vegas.
Right.
You
The
got
backdrop.
Vegas,
Best
and it's
backdrop.
always memories. It's always great,
Mhm.
and there's even like
Wait, real quick. So, how many times have you guys gone again? 3?
this will be the third.
This will be the third. Okay.
Yeah,
For
Yeah.
Evo, yeah.
yeah. We went
Do
to
you guys
Vegas.
normally go with a big group or just
We have a large group, and it's been pretty much
Like
the same
6,
every time.
about
Yeah.
6 people.
6 people? That's a good
Yeah.
group.
Yeah.
That's a good group to hang
And
out
it's
with in
all
Vegas.
people.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
all people. Our friend,
Enough people to just be all over the place and get caught up where.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's all people that like are part of different game communities too. Because most of us met through Smash,
Right.
But like we kind of breaking off. Like a few of our friends don't play at all.
Mhm.
Our one friend is like really
Was-
invested in Smash, and me
Was
and Julian
Smash
are
the
like
first game that you
drifters.
like went to tournaments for?
That's the first game
Yes.
That's the first game I
For
cared enough to go to
competitively,
tournaments
yeah.
for. Yeah.
Before that, it was just us
It
hanging
wasn't
out
the
at Ray's
it
house
wasn't
playing.
the Ion.
No, yeah.
Before that, it was just you and me hanging out at Ray's house playing like Street Fighter and Marvel.
That's right, dude. I didn't even.
Well,
Yeah. Well, Ray went to tournaments for a little for Marvel.
Yeah.
He did.
And,
he was good.
He was good.
He was
really
good.
He was really good.
Yeah.
Shit.
I went not too long ago to his house to play Street Fighter 5 with like a big group of people, and
Oh,
it was
nice.
crazy because like I was winning like majority of everything there, and I
Mhm.
think a lot of the guys he used to play Marvel 3 with.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's crazy how many people were like, I don't care about Street Fighter 5.
Right.
That was that was like one of the first times it was young too. I was playing Nash.
Oh no, shit.
Yeah.
What season was it? Season 2?
Season 2, I think. Yeah, because
Mhm.
Guile was out.
Not even
It was
good.
yeah, it was season 2, and yeah, it was crazy because like I don't know, so many people. I've never seen that before because it was still young.
Yeah.
I'd never seen people yet like, yeah, I don't like this game.
Right.
And I was like, oh, I thought everyone liked this game.
yeah.
And then I started, you age and see.
Right. But anyway, so back to Evo. Let's close this out.
Yeah.
So you guys are going for your third Evo.
Yep.
You're playing in Smash, Dragon Ball, and Street Fighter, and
yep.
you're playing in Smash, Dragon
And
Ball, and
Dragon
Street
Ball.
Fighter.
No,
Not Street
not playing
Fighter.
Street
Not Street
Fighter.
Fighter. Right.
It's gonna be hype.
For
Yeah.
those listening, I don't know when this podcast will be out, but
Next
registration.
week.
Oh, okay, yeah, registration ends this.
Yeah, it'll be
Thursday,
done deal.
If anyone listening,
Plan for I wouldn't
Is
impulse
registration still open?
No, pre-reg is. I think if you don't pre-reg, you're able to register on site.
To still play?
Not
No, not
play,
play.
spectator.
Oh, okay.
Which it's
Spectators.
like double price by doing that. Yeah.
Really?
It
Yeah,
sucks.
yeah.
Yeah. But
How much is it to register for Evo? For anybody listening, also
I don't remember.
I think it was about like 60.
$60, and you get to pick as many games you want to compete in. or-
No. So every game is like a $5 extra. Or
Got it.
$5 or $10
so,
extra.
So it's
because-
$60 to get in.
Yeah, that's
and
the
then-
buy-in
and
for the
then
game.
an extra for each extra.
Yeah,
game.
because when you buy in, that's also included into the pot.
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
tournament.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's interesting. But yeah,
Mhm.
so go to Evo if you haven't gone to Evo.
Mhm.
'Cause it's
Anybody
amazing.
interested in
And
fighting
and you were
games?
saying you were
just
saying
go.
about registration. Don't impulse this time. Go next time. Use this
Yeah.
year to train up on a game that you like. Just
Yeah.
watch this Evo. Find the game you like. Play it.
Yeah.
And that's the
I'm
best way to
training
do
my
it.
Smash Ultimate.
Watch-
Texas
you better
forever.
watch
Look
Evo.
out.
I
Dude,
think
Smash
I
Ultimate's
think
going to be the highest number of entrants next year. You want to make a bet?
I mean, well, there's no more melee.
Oh, I
Well,
don't
what's-
know.
what's
so
gonna be the next new
here's
game?
here's what I think.
you don't know what's out next.
Here's what I think.
Exactly.
If they really push melee out of Evo,
They for sure are.
I
They
know they
will.
are. I know
Melee-
they are.
Melee's
I know
gonna
they are. They've
die.
already said that. Do you guys think that'll push people to go from melee to ultimate?
No.
No,
You really
two
think-
very different.
Have
I
you-
know, but like,
I'll say
I
one
feel like
simple
what's
thing.
the
I don't even have
point-
to explain myself. Have you seen? Well, after I say this, I won't explain myself.
Mhm.
Have you seen the Smash documentary?
No, I'm gonna watch it. But I was gonna watch it the
Watch
other night,
it.
but it's 4 hours long.
It's just episodic.
It's so
watch a couple
long.
episodes. It's like a
Yeah.
Netflix series.
But
Just
it's not
watch
on
one
Netflix.
episode.
Yeah, watch it. It's but so watch that, and you won't ask the same question again.
But
There's
here-
never going to be another melee.
Ever.
But do you really think melee players are just gonna cling to melee without it being at majors anymore?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, no,
really?
because
You don't
that
understand.
community
You don't
fosters and
understand.
coddles themselves.
yeah. They don't.
That's
They take care of themselves.
You got to know the game. You got to see what the history and how that game.
no,
is.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. But it's just like
It
I don't
seems
know.
weird. As
I'm
far
happy
as
to
like,
see it gone. I'm happy to see it gone.
Yeah,
Because I hate seeing Smash torn into two
Well,
different communities.
it
as
get-
much as it makes sense.
It gets the main stage this year. We're going to
Well,
be able to
because
watch that. Which
Melee
is
does or
interesting.
Smash?
Melee
if,
does.
if it hasn't been said, Melee is the most technical Smash game there'll ever be.
yeah, that's it. It always
And-
will be.
Well, that
But I don't
comes
think-
with like the ego of like fighting games. Like
I just
I'm
hate that it's-
technically better than you.
I just hate that it's breaking up the Smash community. Like
yeah,
like I said
understand
this
that.
in another episode, but it's like imagine if some players
It's
clung.
also generational. too.
Yeah,
It's like
but imagine if some players clung to Street Fighter 3, and that was still at Evo.
third
That would
strike.
break up the Street Fighter community, right?
Yeah.
And that's what makes Street Fighter so big. It's that it's one community and it's a huge community.
The thing is the difference between Street Fighter 3 to
I know,
the
I know,
difference
I
between
know.
Street Fighter 3
Yeah,
to
yeah,
4.
yeah.
I know,
yeah.
but it's I'm strictly talking
And Melee
community
to
here.
Brawl, like you're talking about. You're talking about follow-up games.
Yeah,
like,
no, yeah. I'm strictly talking community here.
Yeah, yeah.
That like if the community was one solid base, it would be huge.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick mind fuck.
Huh.
What happens to Melee when the last CRT goes extinct?
Oh my god.
It'll happen.
Someone's
one day.
gonna make a new one.
No.
People are gonna start making CRTs.
Yeah, people are gonna start making
You know how
CRTs.
expensive that's gonna be when it's like old.
They're not
material?
gonna care. They're not, because that's Melee.
That's true.
Mewtwo King is gonna be a billionaire off CRT.
That's funny. That's funny. All right, guys. I think that's about where we should close it out. Any final thoughts? Anything you guys want to say?
It's been
you
a pleasure.
You two are the Evo guys, the fighting
Yeah.
guys. Anything else you guys want to say?
Julian's our guest this week.
Yeah, our first guest
yeah.
ever, also. So
it's been a pleasure.
It's been a good one.
Of all talks, to be a part of Evo's probably the best one.
Passionate
I can think
for
of.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting games, man. Get into them.
Yep. We got topics.
Learn your high low.
Yep. We got
Absolutely.
topics. That's the one. Yeah.
I'm sure we're gonna have a Smash episode when Ultimate comes out.
Absolutely.
Julian will probably be back.
Yeah, we'll have
Yeah.
we'll have review episodes for it for sure.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
We'll be here.
All right, guys. It's been a good episode. Thanks for
Yes.
tuning in. Thanks for sticking with us. Go to Evo. Watch Evo. If you're not going to Evo,
Certainly
Yeah,
watch.
very
just
least
watch it. Just
Very
watch
least
it.
watch it.
I love watching it every year, even if I don't love the
I'm
games
sure
that
it'll
are
be on
out.
ESPN this year too.
It was last year.
Yeah.
It'll be every
No,
year.
it was on the Disney Channel last year.
No,
It was
Street
on.
Fighter was on ESPN.
Really?
You're talking about Smash was on Disney Channel.
Whatever, man.
Anyway, watch.
If you're not going to
Watch
Evo, watch Evo.
Watch it.
Get into fighting games. Just watch them. It's magical.
It is.
Yes.
See you later, guys. Thanks for
Yeah.
tuning in.
Peace.
See you later.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Pop Takes. My name is Johnny Gomez. With me, as always, is Christian Campos,
What's up?
Nick Fitzgerald. And today we have a very special guest, Mr. Julian Morrison.
Hello.
AKA the Christmas Krampus.
Yep.
Krampus.
Why don't we start with that? How did you get that name?
Okay.
You know what? It's actually, I was just gonna ask what you go by, but now I remember because it's on my Wii U somewhere.
It was Krampus. It's recently been changed to Custom Concern, but on the topic of Krampus.
No, I told him when we play Smash, he has to sign up first tournament at least as Krampus.
Yeah,
because it's got to be the Krampus
I usually sign
return.
up for more than one game, so you know.
But the thing is
there's collusion when you sign up for two tags.
that's true.
Collusion.
So we're gonna talk Evo.
Yeah, so today we're talking about Evo. We're going to talk about some esports. We're going to talk about some fighting games, all that good stuff.
So, me and this man Julian actually are going to Evo.
It'll be our third time.
We skipped 1 year,
Yeah,
so it'd be third time.
we went back to back for the first two,
Back to back to the first two.
and then skipped
Skipped the year and then went this year.
Gotcha.
The storylines going into this is always what, is hype on it, and we're hitting finals day for the first time, which is like a big deal.
Yeah, we bought day 3 tickets inside the Mandalay Bay, all day, top 8s for every game.
So the biggest storyline, the biggest game, Dragon Ball Fighters. So it is.
I'm
It
just
is.
upset that I owe you $20 for that.
Oh, that's right, the bet. I mean, honestly, dude, I don't know what you were thinking. Every new game when it comes to Evo brings in the numbers.
Yeah.
Same
No,
story
it's-
for
it-
Smash
yeah.
and Street Fighter.
But okay, so here's the thing with it. So every major that's happened, a different person has won for Dragon Ball.
I love that.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm loving what I'm seeing with Dragon Ball because it's not just like the static, like Street Fighter. or
Right,
Tekken,
like
where
Smash
it's-
and Street Fighter often have the thing where the first season out, so to call it, is like one person dominant.
Oh, yeah.
Next season, one
like
person
0
dominant.
for Smash.
And it sucks because we kind of
It's just
knew every
boring.
year who'd win, right?
Yeah, it's super
Yeah.
boring,
yeah. But
but it makes that upset so much better.
yeah. It's huge. And that's why, I don't know, it affects viewership in a lot of games. Like, you'll see it. And I think that a big reason Dragon Ball is doing so well. Like, it's still, even if it's not like the grand finale of a tournament, it still gets more viewers than Street Fighter.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You got to
still.
give credit to the fan base. Like that fan base alone, compared to any other like fighting game fan base,
Yeah.
this is like you
No,
can't compare
they're
it at
going
all.
nowhere. Like
Yeah.
Street Fighter 6 could be literally a one-button game and they'll play it.
Yeah,
They're about it, dude. They're
Oh.
about it.